And now that I'm trying to go after these jobs that feel more fun or exciting, it's hard battling the side of me that wants security and the part of me that doubts my abilities. Oh, I got this? I deserve it? Wait, that work wasn't going towards nothing? Like, this is actually going towards something? This is actually helping me build and become a better version of myself, a happier version of myself? Why are you biting me? Maybe it's not just that I'm getting keys to a new opportunity. It's that I'm literally unlocking parts of myself that
I woke up a little anxious thinking about all the things I needed to fix in my tattoo portfolio. I woke up around noon and I was really surprised that I slept in, but clearly I needed the rest. I was feeling like I don't have a lot of support when it comes to following my dreams, and how it can be discouraging when there's this idea of how you're supposed to live your life, and even after how I thought I was going to live my life as a scientist versus now trying to pursue something creative and not knowing how it's going to turn out. It made me think about when I was meeting that mentor at the tattoo shop. She said that I'd have to have an ego as a black woman to succeed because people will already think my work isn't good. It's been hard keeping my spirits up, and I feel like I needed an ego boost. And I guess I'm turning to God and my spirit guides for the support that I know I need. I know my friends support me and my family. I guess I just wish that I felt that I had all of the support. And maybe I have more support than other people, but I guess I'm still insecure because I'm not really supporting myself. I'm scared. I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going or if I'm making the right choices. I know this is a time for me to heavily rely on trusting, and trusting I'm right where I need to be at the moment, no matter the outcome. While meditating, I thought about the movie Gattaca, and I'm not even sure what made me think of it, but it made me cry. He has this quote when he's swimming with his brother where he said the reason why he beat him in this swimming race was because he never saved anything for the swim back. He was never cautious when he was trying to achieve his dreams. He believed in his dreams and that they were worth all of the risks. I guess I fear that my dream isn't because it feels so unclear. But rather than his dream for going to outer space, his dream was also to prove everyone wrong and to prove himself to be right, and that he can be whoever he chooses despite what others or society may say. And maybe that's the part of the dream I should be focused on. It's not about my dream itself, although I would like it to be. It's the dream that I can be more than what others expect from me. I can be bold and courageous and successful. I don't let fear dictate my choices, and I trust in myself. I trust in God, and I trust that if I am not on the right path, that I will be led to it. I trust that I can have fun on my journey. I trust that I'm not meant to know it all. I trust that God loves me. I trust that God loves to give out surprises. I trust that I will and do love the life I'm living. I trust that I am protected. I trust that I am supported. And most of all, I trust that I'm going to be okay.
you always like when I pull out my cards. Not that woke you up out of your nap. So these are upside down for me right now. What message do you have for me right now? What message do you have? Why are you biting me? That I needed to hear slash see. This is the last card that came out. The first card that came out was fun, then wonder, then endings, then opportunity. When the flamingo appears, it's time to get excited. You don't have to live in a tropical climate to see this powerful symbol, as they show up most often in front yards and decor. The vibrant colors and quirky appearance of flamingo can't help but draw attention and curiosity. Let your guard down and incorporate more fun activities into your routine. This card can indicate an underlying feeling of excitement for things to come, but there could be a need to embrace a sense of not quite knowing what it is yet. Expect the best. You may intuitively feel like there's a reason to celebrate or feel you are anxiously awaiting good news. Amazing things are on the horizon and there is no shame about embracing it. Exciting new experiences and opportunities could present themselves to you. You're being admired and potentially attracting partnerships you've been waiting for. Anticipate fun and exciting times. Additional meetings make time for fun, exciting partnerships ahead, vacation plans, people are attracted to you. I mean, considering what I was just journaling about how I feel about trying these new job opportunities, and I was trying to remind myself like the reason why I wanted to do these things is so that way I could live a more joyful life, because I feel like happiness is something that's really important to me when it comes to having a job. And now that I'm trying to go after these jobs that feel more fun or exciting, it's hard battling the side of me that wants security and the part of me that doubts my abilities. So I really appreciate getting that card because I feel like they want me to remember, and I was just journaling about this, that this journey is supposed to be fun and I'm supposed to be enjoying my time here on earth. It's not about all of my goals and all of the things that I'm setting out to do. It's about enjoying the process and surrendering to the outcome. While I have a specific outcome in my mind, and that's what I'm afraid that I won't be able to achieve, I have to remind myself that God might have me on a different thing. And I'm already seeing how leaving my last job has influenced my current things. So even with the possibility of what I'm trying to pursue now not working out, there's still a strong possibility that this will benefit me in some way for wherever it is that I'm meant to go. I know that there's something to be gained or learned in all of the opportunities that I take on. And that's funny because I got opportunity on the bottom of the deck. And so even it says keys open doors. I'm guess I'm just a key collector, so even if this isn't what I meant to do, it's giving me more keys to go to more destinations, and that's what I would like to focus on. The next card I got was Wonder, and it's so funny because my partner and I were just talking about how it's summer and the fireflies are going to be coming back, and this is the firefly card. Fireflies sprinkle wonder and magic even to the most mundane moments, like taking out the trash or coming home late for work. Just one flickering glimpse of that fairy light can make you feel like a child again. Allow your imagination to take you away as you explore creative projects and new ways of approaching routine chores. Some believe creativity is only reserved for certain people, but everyone has the ability to access that power. Attend a paint and sip experiment with cooking or create something for your own enjoyment. Get inspired any way you can. This card is a nudge to pay attention. The universe may be transmitting new ideas and flashes of inspiration your way. Write down anything that comes to mind. Don't be surprised if your creative endeavors are getting noticed. Let this be motivation for you to continue to create magic in the ways that make you happy. Express yourself via creative and artistic activities. See things through the eyes of a child. Find wonder in the small things. Attention for your creative gifts. And see, I just went to my first tattoo studio yesterday and showed them my portfolio. And, she didn't say, oh, yuck, this is terrible. Like my anxiety was telling me, she told me things she wanted me to work on and asked me to bring it back when I fix those things. And recently I feel like I've been getting more followers on my art Instagram. So I do feel like that's true, that I have been getting more attention for my artistic abilities. And I do feel like in my mind it's felt reserved for people that I thought were extremely talented or people that started a long time ago. But when she asked me how old I was and I said 25, she was like, oh my gosh, like that's the perfect time to start tattooing. And that felt really affirming because there's so many other people that would be like, you need to be drawing since you were 5 years old and be drawing every day and have a crazy portfolio. But I've really only been drawing consistently for, I'd say, the past almost 6 months. And even that was enough to just get my portfolio looked at and get some feedback so that I could work on these things. And I have been feeling really inspired. And it's funny that they said for me to like write a list down, because lately when I've been having ideas, I've been writing lists, and these are the things that I've done, that I have drawn, and these are the things that I haven't drawn yet. So clearly I am receiving downloads, and I mean, anything coming from nothing, creating something new makes me feel closer to God. And it definitely does feel godlike to be in a creative space. And I mean, when I think about all of these people in the world, when they say, like, oh, if they had money, what would they do? And that most of these people would choose artistic fields like being a screenwriter or filmmaker or painter or photographer or whatever. I think it's because that's who we truly are in our nature. We are creatives because God is the original creator. He created, or she created everything in this world. And so it's not surprising that we ourselves, if we're made in God's image, would also be creators as well. And I think so much of our creativity is forced to be pushed down, and we're told that that's not serious or secure and that we can't do that. And more of us seem to be returning to this space of curiosity, because I think that it takes a lot of curiosity to be creative, to make something new. And following that feeling of excitement, it opens you up. And I feel like initially when I started, it was for stress relieving purposes, but now I feel like it's genuinely opening up something new. And it's funny because the last card I got was endings, and the next card is opportunity, and that's a key. And so it just makes me think like I'm closing this old chapter, and I'm literally creating a new space for myself to reside in. And I'm getting the keys to this door, to this new era, this new chapter. And, that's the door that I want to walk through. And really, the only thing that's holding me back is fear that I won't succeed, fear that I'm not good enough. And it was really nice to journal and write about that I do have trust and faith. And as long as I keep coming back to this place of trusting that everything is working out for me the way that it's supposed to, it's easy to keep doing what I'm doing, because no matter what direction it takes me, I have this underlying faith that I'm doing what I need to be doing according to divine timing. So, working on surrendering and trusting. The endings card said the skull appears when endings are at hand. It is a powerful symbol of mortality, but this card also symbolizes the circle of life, both endings and how those endings birth new beginnings. You could be experiencing the end of a relationship, job, or phase in your life. It is imperative that you give yourself space to grieve this ending. Allow the time and space to accept it and process your emotions, whether it is welcome and has been long time coming or sudden and unexpected. Change is often uncomfortable, but this symbol is urging you to look at endings with a different perspective. The plants pictured growing from the skull face on the card symbolize the growth that can occur after the ending. Endings act as fertile ground for whatever you decide to plant next. Give yourself grace as you experience these transitions and prepare for a fresh start. Mourning and grief, letting things go, difficulties or endings, accepting things you cannot change. So yeah, accepting things I cannot change definitely is a big thing, because obviously I can't change what's going to happen in my journey. All I can do is try and see what happens. With spring being at this time, I've definitely noticed this like push, because like I got a new job, I started wanting to tattoo, I started posting on my art Instagram more frequently, I started crocheting like crazy so I could sell my crochet stuff. Like I felt this wave of new energy coming in with all this heat also, and so clearly it is waking me up, and I can feel this transition into this next chapter of my life. And now spring is about to come to an end. It's literally May 1st today. I'm sitting here thinking like, wow, now I'm already entering the next season. It feels like this year has been flying by. And I was taking this gap year after graduating from grad school, and now so much has changed. And I thought that I was going to need this full year from when I stopped doing things last August. And really, things started to start changing around March. And so, it didn't even take that much time, really. I feel like initially I was very tired and burnt out, and I got a lot of rest, I got a lot of sleep. I had a lot of night owl moments of staying up late and doing whatever I want and watching whatever shows. And then I started getting more into my hobbies, like YouTube and crocheting and drawing, and just pouring into these things that are important to me, but I never really gave myself the chance to like fully express. And now I'm starting to see these things pan out. I'm starting to see these things actually build into something I started just from a place of like fun or joy are now starting to become like realities for possibility of being multiple streams of income. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I guess I wasn't really prepared. And now, not to say I'm ungrateful, I'm extremely excited for these opportunities and I do want them. I just, I don't know. I guess it's different when you're in the dreaming phase and you have all of these hopes of trying to get what you want versus when you start actually getting what you want. It feels almost surreal. Like it feels like, oh, I got this. I deserve it. Wait, that work wasn't going towards nothing. Like this is actually going towards something. This is actually helping me build and become a better version of myself, a happier version of myself. Like I I guess it was hard for me to believe that it was possible. And now I'm sitting here like, no, it is possible. Um, I just doubted myself a lot. And as I've worked on, building up my self-esteem, I'm getting to a place where I'm doubting myself less. And it's a really fortunate place for me to be in. So thank you to me for all of the work I've done. Thank you to my therapist for all of the help she's given me. Thank you for all of the books that I've read and all the spiritual knowledge I've gained through them. Thank you for all of the opportunities and situations I've been in that have pushed me to grow and learn as well. I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. And yes, I'm non-binary, but that's aside. I wouldn't be the person that I am today without the things that I've gone through. And while I wouldn't wish them on anyone, and it was extremely difficult as I was going through it, I do recognize that I'm completely and fortunately blessed despite the things that have transpired throughout my life. I feel like, again, when you look back, the things that you remember are all of the good things that happened, not all of the bad things. And now I'm able to look back at my time in California very nostalgic like, and you know I don't even know what the right word is exactly, but I'm happy when I think about it. Whereas while I was there, I couldn't wait to leave. I couldn't wait to come back. So I'm in a good place. The last thing is opportunity key. Get ready because opportunity is knocking on your door and handing you the key. You could be receiving multiple opportunities or feel like pathways that are once blocked are now available to you. Take advantage of offers coming your way, but remember to stay in control. Just because you have the key, it doesn't mean you have to go through the door. You can always place it back in your pocket until you are ready. Use discernment when deciding what to accept and what to leave behind. It is your call on how you choose to move forward. The key also symbolizes access, detachment, and freedom. You may be inspired to try new things or be ready to pursue an opportunity without fear of the outcome. Let me read that again. You may be inspired to try new things or be ready to pursue an opportunity without the fear. Sorry, my camera battery died. But it said, you may be inspired to try new things or be ready to pursue an opportunity without fear of the outcome. Now is the time to unlock your potential. Blocks are lifted, purchase a new home or car, start a new business opportunities, pursue what you've been waiting for, unlock wisdom and knowledge. And I feel like I've already explained time and time again how this relates to me, but you know, maybe it's not just that I'm getting keys to a new opportunity. It's that I'm literally unlocking parts of myself that I had closed off or have been closed off due to my experiences. And so I'm ready to open up. I'm ready to be a part of this world. I'm ready to allow the flow of abundance to flow through me. And, I'm excited. I'm excited for these changes. I'm excited for this new beginning. I'm nervous as hell and scared too, but I know in the long run that this will be beneficial for me and that it will make me the person that I want to be. And I also know that I have the power to change at any point if I feel at any point that it's not going where I want to go or shaping me into the person that I want to be. And I don't have to do it forever either. There might be another journey after this, another chapter after this. So I'll keep that in mind too. But either way, I'm ready for the start of something new.